My soul family, happy Thursday to you. Hope you're doing well, practicing self-care, taking care of yourself. Soul family, thank you for your support. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the comments. Okay, for those of you that would like to donate to the channel, that information is in the description box. Soul family, listen to this. You can forget the past, but you must retain the lessons. All right? Have you ever heard anybody say, I'll never forget? I'll never forget. You actually can forget. All right? You're integrating so much light in your life. It is actually pushing out. It is pushing out those things, those events that have trauma attached to them. All right? It's pushing it out. All right? Your healing and your transformation is pushing it out, literally, out of your system. And there will be things as time goes on that you will not be able to recall, but the lesson will remain. The lessons that you've learned in regards to abandonment issues, rejection, codependency, addictions, insecurities, those lessons where there was an event that took place, a connection that took place, and you learned those lessons. All right, I talked about overgiving in the videos yesterday. The way I learned to stop overgiving is I was consistently put in position to be in connections where I overgave. The way I healed codependency in my life is through connections. And I experienced quite a bit of pain in those connections. But in a lot of ways, you could almost say my pain was self-inflicted, because I was holding on to a codependency paradigm. All right? When you are a person that walks through life needing to be loved, okay? When you are a person that has to give people things in order to get their attention, that's how you interact with people. You can't just be your authentic self and they want to be around you. You have to actually give them something. Give them some sort of benefit that you have. You have to share with them something you have in order for them to even be around you. And when those things are stripped away, they discard you. Okay? When you learn those lessons of how to have healthy boundaries, how to love yourself, how to heal, then you begin to attract into your life healthier connections where you don't have to do anything but just show up, and you have a free flow of love, reciprocity, mutual understanding. You have honesty, okay, integrity, all right? So these are the things the lessons that you retain. A lot of times we can rehash the past over and over again, but it really doesn't help anything. You can keep talking about it, but it doesn't help anything. It's already over. And sometimes we keep it alive by continuing to talk about it. All right? So we even have to learn a more conscious way of even speaking of the past so that the lesson is highlighted, not what someone did to you. We all have had people to railroad us. I mean, listen, got the bumper sticker, t-shirt, and the VIP pass on that one. Okay? But I've learned powerful lessons. You've learned powerful lessons to not repeat those cycles again. Remember, we're in a new era, and the most important thing is not what someone did or what happened or how the situation fell apart. It's the lesson. Because if you retain the lesson, you won't repeat the thing that had you in that situation before. You will be more discerning. One of the lessons that I have retained is following my divine guidance, listening to my intuition. There have been many times Holy Spirit has shared with me, even when I'm in connection or exploring something, exploring opportunity, Holy Spirit say, no, 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 this isn't a good opportunity, or this person is not being truthful. And what I would do, instead of just going with what Holy Spirit gave me, I would keep sticking around. And I would pull back to try to protect myself, but I would just kind of keep hanging around. And Holy Spirit will be sharing with me, this is not going to end well. You're sticking around, but you're gonna get toe up. And literally I did. And so one of the lessons that I've learned is to follow that divine guidance. A part of me not pulling all the way out of connections is because I had already made a promise, and I like to keep my word. I made a promise, I'm going to stick this out. And I am a woman of integrity. All right. But when it comes down to when the Spirit speaks to you about something, that's the time to be honest, because I could have easily had a conversation and say, this is what I'm feeling. This is what Holy Spirit has guided me to do. I'm going to have to roll out because right now I think the timing is off. I could have done that. But because I questioned whether the person would receive that or not, and I didn't want to have to go through the back and forth. So I took the coward's way out, or the easy way out. And I got ate up. But it's a lesson that I have retained that lesson. Follow your intuition. I don't really care about what that person did to me, or what that opportunity that was presented by somebody. I've gotten to the point where I don't even care anymore. I don't care what happened. I don't care about the events that happened or the efforts that were done to what. I don't care about that. I care about the lesson. Because if I learn the lesson, I won't find myself in that space again. So family, you can forget the past, but always retain the lessons. I'll see you on the next download. Toodles.